Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel we talk about ways to build your credit, also how to increase your credit score too also as well, and to enjoy all the benefits of having done so too also as well. And thank you so much guys for joining too also as well. We enjoyed a wonderful live stream yesterday. We had quite a few live streams this weekend actually. I believe we did about maybe 5 or 6 live streams this weekend, but it was definitely enjoyable. So thank you to all of you who were able to attend those live streams. And if you were not able to attend those live streams, you can definitely catch them on the replay here on this channel too also as well. And if you haven't already and you're looking or you're interested in building up your credit score, increasing your credit score, building credit, getting approved for mortgages, loans, and credit cards at the lowest payments possible and lowest interest rates, or you looking to you have more long-term goals like you want to travel the world for free and build your credit up to the put you in a position to do so, feel free and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the thumbs up button, but when you hit the subscribe button, make sure that you hit the bell notifications and make sure that you also select all notifications. That way you would never miss a single video as I make them here on this channel too also as well. And that would also enable you to see all the notifications of the live streams as we make them. And like our Facebook page, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. Join our Patreon. You can support our channel by joining our Patreon membership. And also by joining our Patreon membership, you enjoy all the benefits of help with credit repair, increasing your credit scores too also as well, and getting you approved for mortgages, car loans, credit lines, loans, business and personal, and preparing you also for traveling the world for free if that's something that you would like to do also as well. And a credit coach with you, helping you every step of the way, working on your credit profile and getting your credit score increased and everything, help with credit repair too also. And you can start and join our Patreon with a membership with as little as $30 a month too also as well, and it goes a long way to also help out our channel too, so that way we can make better videos, we can give you better content too also as well, and you can have better experiences here on our channel. If you have any suggestions on ways that we can improve our channel and your viewing experiences, let us know too also as well. And right now we have Janelle Leone, who is with us here in the live stream. Welcome, everyone. Please give a warm welcome to Janelle Leone. Also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, welcome to you. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad that you made it. I'm glad that I let you know that we was doing a live stream tonight. That's Janelle waving in the background. And we're glad to have you here, Pink Lady, too, also as well. And also, all of the links to contact me, to follow me on Facebook, to follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all the social media networks can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel, too, also as well, and as well as the link to join our Patreon and become a patron member of this channel can be found at the bottom of the About section on this channel. Too also as well. If you'd like to email me, you have any questions, concerns, or need help with anything regarding credit, definitely go ahead and email me. The link to email me can be found also at the bottom of the About section of this channel. And in case you guys did not know yet, since we passed our 1,000 subscriber milestone, which we are very happy that we have accomplished that too also as well. Now we are able to access such things such as a community tab where we can communicate with all of our subscribers, with all of you. From the community tab, we can send messages to all of you, okay? And there could be a lot of important messages, updates, important information about upcoming videos, live streams, etc., etc. And also, we have opened up our Patreon. As you can see, the link is at the bottom of this video for anyone who would like to join our Patreon and become a member. And also, we now can receive super chats too, also as well. And we receive the ability to do so after we hit our 1,000 subscriber milestone that we've accomplished on this channel too, also as well. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Our regular scheduled live streams, however, is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. This is just another live stream that we do, off and on, different days of the week. There's no set days for, live streams such as this one, but our regular scheduled one is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. Well, hello, Ronald Anderson. How you doing, buddy? And welcome back. And everyone also, please give a warm welcome to Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you for stopping by once again. It's always glad to have you, sharing, contributing, raising questions, commenting here in our live streams too also as well. And Pink Lady Barber says, hi, everybody. Everybody say hello to Pink Lady Barber. She says, hey, and I like the hearts, the purple hearts, the smiley faces. Really appreciate all of that. Janelle says, hello and welcome, everyone. Ronald Anderson says, I know Lyndon and Janelle.
Hey, man.
And Ronald says, sorry, I mean, how are you doing, Lyndon and Janelle? Oh, okay, we're doing great, Ronald. It's been a very challenging weekend. I should say challenging, for lack of better terminology. But challenging is what it seems to have been for us, especially, using a new program to do live streams, with the new setup, things of that nature. We ran into some issues with videos, video quality. We also ran into some issues with audio quality too, also as well. And all of this is because we are new, brand spanking new to this program too, also as well. But we did some fixes. We worked on some kinks. We did some research, all of that. And we were able to, get a better live stream experience out, to our viewers this weekend. So it's improved a lot. And hopefully we're getting better at it every day, using this program too also as well. So I hope you guys, enjoy the live stream, and I also hope that this live stream will be, optimal. Will give great quality, great video quality, as well as great audio quality too, also as well. And I do wanted to mention, everyone, we ask that you join our Facebook credit group, which is our credit building community. The name of our Facebook credit group is How to Get Excellent Credit. So that way you guys can share your experiences with others in the Facebook group too, also as well. Your credit score increases, those are victories, not only for you who have gotten a credit score increase, but it's a victory for all of us as a group too, also as well, because we know that we can also, it's possible, we can also do it too, also as well. And it's a great motivation for all of us too. So definitely join the Facebook group. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and jump right into our topic for today. As you can see, the title and the cover of the live stream, you see the picture of the Capital One building, and the text that I typed over it has your information been stolen. Capital One data breach. So this is brand new, spanking new information. It is breaking news, definitely, for sure. So that's the reason why we thought we'd share this news with you, all of our viewers and subscribers, to also as well. So what I'm going to do to start up our topic is I'm going to start by sharing my screen with you guys. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm in the chat also on my phone, so that way I can, keep track of all the comments and questions, everything at the same time while I'm going over the topic, because I really definitely don't want to miss any of your comments. They're very important to us all. Ronald Anderson says it's looking good up here in Syracuse, New York. Wow. I kind of miss New York, Ronald, being that I am, born and raised in New York. Having, I moved out of New York in 98, and I'm here now in South Dakota. I lived in New Hampshire for 6 years. I lived in Arizona for 13 years. And now I'm here. But New York is definitely, sometimes I do miss New York because I do miss my family members, some relatives that I have down there, and everything else. I do think of them, from time to time too also as well. So I definitely know what you're experiencing over there, Ronald. But Syracuse is really nice. I think I visited up there a few times when I was in New York too also. So I kind of remember somewhat a little of it, but not much about Syracuse. And Janelle says, at Ronald Anderson, I've never been in New York, but since Lyndon from New York, he will be taking me to New York one day. Yes, I will be taking you to New York one day, Janelle. Yeah, for sure.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and she says she's looking forward to that. Well, I hope we will get there. Hopefully, we'll be able to get there and fly there for free or something,
Up at Arizona.
Um, Janelle says, please hit that thumbs up button. Yes, everyone, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps. It really helps out the channel, tremendously. It really does, because it sends a message to YouTube that there's a lot of interaction there and people are liking the video, and it causes YouTube to promote the video more, more better. So that way we can get more people to see the live stream too also as well. So Ronald Anderson says, great at Janelle. Just picking up a load to take back to New Jersey and College Point, New York, which is where the New York Mets play. Yeah, I miss those Mets. Miss those Mets and those New York Yankees too also as well. For sure, for sure. Yeah.
Come pick it up.
Janelle says come pick us up, Ronald, but we know we can't do that because I got to work tomorrow. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can continue to comment as you have been doing inside of the chat. And I will answer your comments. I will answer your questions too also as well. Janelle will also be helping out with recognizing and answering questions and comments too also as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys real quick. And if you can see my screen clearly, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. Again, if you can see my screen clearly, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. Alrighty. Janelle types the number 1. Thank you so much for that, Janelle. I really appreciate that. Pink Lady Barber types number 1. Thank you so much, Pink Lady Barber. Really appreciate that. Okay, so if anyone at any point in time cannot see the screen clearly, or there's any issue with audio, video, whatever the case is, just let me know inside of the comments. We will definitely recognize that. So as you can see, I came across this article here from the Washington Post. I've also been hearing about this too also as well. Capital One is a Capital One data breach too also as well. And I guess they're saying that it affected some people, quite a bit of people, a lot of people actually. So we're just going to go over this article right here real quick, because a lot of people have Capital One credit cards. A lot of people have used Capital One credit cards. A lot of people have applied for a Capital One credit card too also as well. As me myself, specifically, I applied for a Capital One credit card back when I first started building credit in October too also as well. Ronald Anderson types the number 1 inside of the comments. Thank you so much for sharing that too also, Ronald. I really appreciate that. Okay, and what I applied for was a secured credit card in October, because that's when I first started building my credit. And I didn't even have an open bank account at that time, so I was not able to complete the application with Capital One, but I had applied for the secure credit card. I gotten approved for it. They approved me for it. but for some reason I just couldn't get the bank account open at that time, and I did not send them the security deposit. So I know what you're thinking, guys. That was like a big waste of time, and it was a big waste of time because um, I did not get the card, and also I got a hard inquiry for that too, also as well back in October. Ronald Anderson says, "Sorry, I don't travel that far. I'm out. I'm home every night usually." There you go. There's your answer to now. Really appreciate you, Ronald. You're awesome, Ronald. Thank you so much for sharing. So the title of this article says, Capital One says data breach affected 100 million credit card applications. Okay. And here's a picture of the Capital One building and a guy staring at the building. Capital One emphasized that no credit card numbers or login credentials were compromised. Okay, so that's good to know. No card numbers, no login credentials. Okay, so it's possible if this saying no login credentials, then that means like passwords and usernames is what I think of when I hear login credentials. Okay, it says nor was the vast majority of social security numbers on the affected application. So it said vast majority, so that means that maybe a minority of the social security numbers, some or a few of the social security numbers were affected. Okay, that's what I'm getting out of that. And this came out today, 7:36 p.m. So it's fresh, it's brand spanking new breaking news. Okay. Capital One, the Virginia-based bank with a popular credit card business, announced Monday that a hacker had accessed about 100 million credit card applications. So this happened today. Okay, I believe they're referring to this Monday, today. A 100 million credit card applications, so that's a lot, guys, And investigators say thousands of social security and bank account numbers were also taken. Okay, so the few social security numbers, not the vast majority, like they were saying here on the caption under this picture above, that refers to thousands of social security and bank account numbers that were also taken. So that's really bad news there. For a lot of people who use Capital One or have used them, I would definitely be very inquisitive and want to know, was my information stolen, or if there's a way to contact them and ask them, if you were affected, in other words. Okay, I would definitely contact them if I were you. The FBI has arrested a Seattle area woman, Paige A. Thompson, on a charge of computer fraud and abuse, according to court records. So they have arrested someone, I see here. I believe that's the hacker they arrested, but we'll find out as we get further into the article. Curtis Davis, everyone please give a warm welcome to Curtis Davis, and welcome back, Curtis. It's a pleasure to have you once again. And he says number one. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you can see the screen clearly also as well, Curtis. Thank you for sharing. So they have arrested this Seattle area woman, Paige Thompson. They charged her with computer fraud, abuse. Okay, let's see what happened further. The hack appears to be one of the largest data breaches ever to hit a financial services firm. Okay, so they say this is the largest data breach to hit a financial services firm. Okay, so I guess they're not counting the Equifax breach that happened, I believe, either in 2016 or 2017 it happened, but that one was huge. But I guess they're not counting Equifax because maybe they're not a financial services firm. I don't know. They're a credit bureau. I know that for a fact, though. However, okay. In 2017, okay, they're getting ready to talk about it now. In 2017, the credit reporting company Equifax disclosed that hackers had stolen the personal information of 147 million people. Yes, And we also did a live stream about that. I believe we did on Friday night, I believe, here on this channel. So if you guys missed that live stream, you definitely want to go ahead and check that out too also as well. And if there's any, issue with the audio or video, I do apologize for that.
Please let us know if
Too
it's
also,
possible
but do let us also know if you're having issues with that, because we definitely wanted to get the information out there, put it out there too also as well, and make sure that all of you had this information. Now there's two parts to that. I'm going to get back to the article in just a second, but since we're talking about the Equifax breach now, guys, there's two parts to this Equifax breach. A lot of people don't know about that on YouTube. Okay, reason being is because a lot of people have not made updated videos about the Equifax breach. Okay, now yes, they are offering $125 up to $20,000 and free credit monitoring for up to 10 years. Yes, that is true, but that's just the first part of the Equifax. The second part is the update about the Equifax, which the update came out this weekend on the New York Post website and the New York Post newspaper too also as well. We also did a live stream about that this weekend. You can find that here on the channel, and it talks about how reasons why you may not get your $125. Okay, I know that's a bubble buster for a lot of you to hear. It was for me to hear that too also as well, but there are reasons for that, and there are evidence and documents to support that statement too also as well, guys, and those can be found inside of that live stream. So you definitely want to watch that live stream that we made this weekend. I believe the title of it is Breaking News, Equifax Data Breach Changes. Okay, so you definitely want to watch that video so that way you could know what's going on, how that that settlement is going to change for you, or may change for you. Okay, so now let's get back here to the article. So it says here, last week it reached a $700 million settlement, and they're talking about the Equifax company. They settled for $700 million with U.S. regulators over that breach, and the regulators I believe they're talking about here is the FTC. Okay, and there also is a copy of the settlement that I showed there in the live stream. It is the court document, the official court document, and this was gone over and discussed inside of the New York Post article. I believe it was yesterday or day before yesterday, and AOC was involved in that too also as well. She put out a blast on Twitter, and you know she has a massive following on Twitter. She put out a post about this Equifax settlement, and she said, yeah, you guys better, basically I'm just paraphrasing, I'm not saying exactly what she said in the Twitter post, but she said, yeah, you guys better hurry up, go get your $125. You know, you could go out and pay a bill with that, and yada yada yada. You know, I'm just paraphrasing, guys. And then somebody else came out and found the breaking news, the update on the Equifax settlement, and told her, listen, nobody, it's possible nobody will get this $125. Okay, and he gave reasons for that. He presented the supporting documents too also as well. And I'm just surprised that a lot of news medias, including NBC, CNN, ABC, CBS News, and a lot of YouTube channels missed this important information, because it was the fine print actually, and we went over pretty much the claim form to get your $125 from the settlement in the live stream from beginning to end, and we did not find any statement or fine print there that said that it's possible you may not get the $125. But it is documented. It's also in the court documents of the settlement from Equifax, and you definitely don't want to miss that video, so that way you can see all the information there. Okay. So it says here, while I'm grateful, and this is Richard D. Fairbank, Capital One's chairman and chief executive, talking right now. Quote, while I am grateful that the perpetrator has been caught, I am deeply sorry for what has happened. I sincerely apologize for the understandable worry this incident must be causing those affected, and I am committed to making it right. Okay. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Spence Eccles. Spence Eccles, it's glad to have you back once again, buddy. Thank you for joining us in another live stream. Spence says, hello, everyone. Yes, hello, Spence. Glad to have you. Everyone, please say hello to Spence Eccles as well. And so basically, the chairman, chief executive, he's grateful that they caught the person that had did that here, the hack, and he apologized. Okay? And he said he will try to make it right, basically was what he said there in that statement. The hack is expected to cost the company between $100 million and $150 million in the near term, Capital One said. So guys, I won't be surprised here if there is a future Capital One data breach settlement. I'm really not surprised here because there's going to be a lot of upset people, especially if people were affected by this breach. Okay, because they said here in the article, if you go back up to the top of the article here, it talks about how they had stolen. Oh no, okay. They talked about social security numbers. I do remember that. Yeah, right here in this paragraph, they talk about the hacker accessed 100 million credit card applications, for one. And you know, on those credit applications, guys, there's a lot of information that goes into those credit applications, right? And investigators say thousands of social security, and bank account numbers were also taken. They were taken, okay? Or stolen. You could use the word stolen or taken. It pretty much almost means the same thing in this situation. Okay, so yeah, this is a bad deal for a lot of people who have been affected by this. So I really don't doubt that there will be a future Capital One settlement being offered by Capital One. But hopefully it doesn't have that same negative impact that the Equifax settlement has, the $125 I'm referring to. So in announcing the data breach, as they say here, the Capital One emphasized that no credit card numbers or login credentials were compromised. So they got the credit card applications, but somehow no credit card numbers were accessed. Okay, and no login credentials were accessed either. Like they're talking about, believe they're referring to passwords, things like that. And they said, nor the vast majority. Okay, so when they're talking about vast majority and that terminology there, they're basically saying that a few social security numbers were affected. Okay, but the vast majority were not. Okay, but they did steal social security numbers and bank account numbers too, also as well. Okay. So I guess there is a video here, but it seems like my audio's not up to par yet to where you guys will be able to hear this video here in the live chat. So I'm not going to play it, but you can feel free to play this. It's only 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay. And it says, the caption says, authorities announced that Equifax, the credit reporting company plagued by a massive 2017 data breach, will have to pay up to $700 million in their settlement. Reuters. Okay, so basically they're just talking about the Equifax settlement again. And believe me, this settlement thing was this Equifax settlement was everywhere. It was in my opinion, I would have to say it seemed like it was the top trending news of this week. Okay, and now this Capital One data breach, I believe, will be may hit trending too also as well. So it says it is unusual in a major hacking case for a suspect to be apprehended so quickly, and in this case, that was apparently due to boasts made online. So I guess the person or the hacker was boasting, maybe boasting or bragging about. I'm just thinking of a scenario where maybe the hacker was like just bragging about how they broke in to one of the largest financial institution, credit institution, and stole all of this personal information, of 100 million people. So, I mean, which is really, I don't think it's nothing to boast about, you know. But I mean, hey, that's just me talking. Thompson, who authorities say used the name Erratic in online conversations, is suspected of exfiltrating and stealing information. So it's going to be a lot of big charges placed on her for that, including credit card applications and other documents from Capital One, according to a criminal complaint filed in federal court. She was ordered to remain in jail pending a detention hearing scheduled for Thursday, according to court records. Okay, so I don't think she's going to be out of jail anytime soon, unless she, has money to get herself out. Maybe if they give her bail or not, who knows? I mean, but this thing is so huge for her to have done that on such a large scale, affecting 100 million, 100 million people. That is something that I believe that the bail would probably be so high. I don't even know if she'll be able to make bail, but who knows? A lawyer for Thompson did not immediately respond to a message seeking comment. Thompson made statements on social media for evidencing the fact that she has information of Capital One, that she recognizes that she has acted illegally. Okay, so she made these statements on social media, pretty much admitting to what she done on social media. So I don't, I think they got her pretty much. They got her hanging here. They got her hung already, before she even sees the judge and jury and all that, because she already stated and admitted to this on social media, from what this article is saying. And she knew what she was doing. So, I mean, I don't see how she's going to wiggle her way out of this one. According to criminal complaint signed by FBI Special Agent Joel Martini. In one online posting, Erratic, quote unquote, wrote, quote, "I basically strapped myself with a bomb vest, expletive, dropping Capital One's docs," I think that means documents, "and admitting it." Okay, according to the complaint. Okay, so I mean, I think she's pretty much not going to get out of this one. I think I can see it right now, guilty, coming from the jury and the judge. Although some of the information in those applications, such as social security numbers, have been tokenized or encrypted, other information, including applicants' names, addresses, dates of birth, and information regarding their credit history, has not been tokenized. Okay, well, that's good to know. Names, addresses, dates of birth, their credit history has not been, compromised. Okay, but the social security numbers have. All right, so that's bad news. And I believe they said the bank accounting information and some of the information from the credit card applications. The FBI complaint said, and the bank told the Bureau that the data includes that they're talking about there. That's a lot of information. Capital One, which is headquartered in the D.C. suburb of McLean, Virginia, was alerted to a problem on July 17th after a person in an online discussion group had claimed to have taken large amounts of the company's data, according to the complainant. So they were alerted to a problem on July 17th. I guess online, this person had pretty much made this claim that they had broken in to, that company, Capital One, and stole all this data. I'm not sure if they mentioned Capital One's name in this online discussion group or not, but they pretty much set themselves up for a long prison term, pretty much. Spence Echoes says, I was to live stream. Should we close our accounts? Okay, well, Spence Echoes, thank you for sharing that. We're halfway through the article, Spence, and I don't know. I don't know if you should close your accounts or not. It said
Capital One.
I know he's talking about Capital One, Janelle.
No, that was the question. Okay, go.
Yeah, I know he's talking about Capital One. But what I'm trying to think here is that Social Security numbers were taken, bank account, what'd you say, Janelle?
Can you freeze?
Can you freeze what? The credit report or freeze? You can freeze a credit report, but you can freeze your credit to the point where people cannot apply for anything in your name. If that's what you're asking me, Janelle, they cannot use your they will not be able to use your Social Security number to apply for credit or loans or anything like that. I believe if your account is frozen, it will not allow any hard inquiries or any new credit card applications, or I don't even believe it will allow any new accounts either to be opened and reported to the credit bureaus. I don't know about new accounts being opened. It could affect that, but I'm not sure if it will stop new accounts from being open. But I know that it can. It would affect the credit bureaus in the event that, since they know that there's a credit freeze on there, if someone is trying to open an account and your account that account has a credit freeze on it with the credit bureaus, I don't believe they will be able to put a hard inquiry on there.
Okay.
I don't think they would be able to do that because it has the simple fact because of the freeze.
Some of them with the Capital One that had it for a few years or longer. Possible can affect them too, right?
Yeah, I believe it. I don't think it matters, Janelle, how long they've had their account with Capital One to be affected. I think whether you just recently opened an account with Capital One or credit card with Capital One, or you've been a Capital One customer for 100 years. Just saying, for example, I don't think the time or how long you've been with them would affect that, because they just, they can just go in there and just take credit card numbers, but they're saying here credit card numbers were not affected, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because if they had people's credit card numbers, they would be able to go out and go on shopping sprees. They would be able to buy houses in that person's name without that person, and that would be really terrible for that to happen to someone. You know what I mean? It's too many things someone can do with someone's Social Security number. And date of birth too. So according to this article, dates of birth was not affected, right? But Social Security numbers were stolen and bank accounts. So that's a big problem. When anyone has your Social Security number, your bank account number, that can be an issue. Okay, but they still do need. It depends on where they're going to do any fraudulent activities. If they're going to other banks or other banking institutions, trying to open up credit somewhere or trying to make large purchases with you using your Social Security number, I believe they would still need other other information, all other identifying information, like maybe a date of birth. I believe they would also need that date of birth. They would also need some more information about you, not only your social security number, but with a social security number, someone can open up like a fake. You ever heard of CPNs? CPNs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, someone can open up a fake credit profile, can start a fake credit profile. But I've heard of them doing that with dead people, people that are dead,
Yeah.
children too, or minors, people that never used credit before, also, and the deceased, like I said. But that, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, because with that, it does, you know, with someone who has never used credit, that might be easier for them to do that with. But for someone who has been deceased, I don't know. I don't know. I never had a CPN number. I don't never plan on having a CPN number. But this is just very unfortunate for. And guys, if you have a Capital One credit card, or you have a Capital One bank account, or you ever done business with Capital One,
keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out, guys. And I would contact them also. I would contact Capital One if they have like any kind of contact number inside of this article. As we keep reading on here, just, you know, make sure you watch this live stream to the end, guys. Don't leave, because if you leave, you'll miss all this valuable information that you would need to find out if they're going to tell you if there's a contact number to find out if you've been impacted or not. Okay.
I'm sure they have the information on you.
Yeah, it's possible they do.
Well,
Spence Echoes says, I mean late. Okay. All right, not a problem. Let's see. I was late to the live stream, you're saying. Okay, not a problem, Spence. You really didn't miss much. All we did was we talked about. Well, I believe you didn't miss much at all. I mean, you were there when we first started the article, I believe. We're just talking about here a breach that happened. Someone hacked into the Capital One main system, and they stole social security numbers. They also stole bank account numbers. They also stole credit card applications, or credit applications, they say. I'm not sure if it was credit card application. Let's backtrack here a little bit through the article so that we can get specific info here. It did say credit card applications. Okay, I'm just going backing up here. Yeah, it did say here, first paragraph, a hacker had access to about 100 million credit card applications. Okay, thousands of social security and bank account numbers were taken or stolen. Okay, so yeah, that credit card applications were also taken too also as well. So yeah, I mean, if I was you had a business with Capital One, yeah, definitely. Let's look through this article, however, further through the article, see if they give any contact information for someone that you can call or contact, email, however, write a letter to find out if you were impacted by any way. Okay, so let's see, where are we here? We were, okay, I believe we were somewhere here in this paragraph. The bank investigated and quickly confirmed there was a vulnerability, the court papers said. The hacker accessed the social security numbers of about 140,000 customers, those who used their social security number as their employer identification number. Okay, so now it's getting deeper here. So now they're talking about businesses. They just said employer identification number. That's an EIN. Okay, EIN, guys, that's when you're trying to apply for a credit card or a line of credit or whatever the situation is, and you're using your business EIN. EIN is a is basically what an EIN number is, guys, in case you don't know. It's a social security number, or similar to a social security number, but it's for a business. Okay? It could be any type of business. It could be a sole proprietor business structure where there's only one owner of the business. It could be a partnership where there's more than one owner. It could be a corporation, S corporation or C corporation, or it can be an LLC. Okay, so when they said employer identification number, now they're talking about businesses and business credit cards. Okay, maybe even business bank accounts. So this is huge, guys. This gets really deep here, because now they're excuse me, they have accessed not only social security numbers that they have stolen, but also they were able to see many businesses employer identity EINs, okay, and applying for small business credit cards, and that's what the bank said. So this problem here gets deeper, guys, as we read more of this article. Pink Lady Barber says, oh, so business applicants may be an EIN and a social security number with a personal guarantee. Yes, absolutely. It can be ones with personal guarantees, because, you know, that goes without saying, when you're building business credit or you're trying to build business credit, guys, is, you know, there's a lot of videos being made on YouTube about how to build business credit with no personal guarantee. Okay, that can be done. That is possible, but I mean, there may come a point in time where you're going to need a guarantee to guarantee a loan, or to guarantee a business line of credit, or to guarantee a credit card. You know, whatever the situation is, there may come a time when you have to guarantee that, or they will not give you the loan. Or maybe they will not give you the line of credit, or they will refuse your application and deny you completely. Okay, and that's just a fact. Okay, no personal guarantee sounds wonderful, but the reality is, there may come a point in time where you're going to have to give a personal guarantee. Okay, and as far as building business credit, there is a long way, a long route, or road, have you, to get there, to build business credit, and there's a shorter road to build business credit. But we will go over that in future videos, so definitely stay tuned, guys. Keep an eye out for those business credit building videos too, also as well. Pink Lady Barber says, oh, so business applicants, okay, I already read that. Authorities said that in conversations using the messaging service Slack, Page posted a Page. They're talking about Page is the hacker that they arrested for doing this crime. Okay. Page posted a list of files she claimed to possess, leading another person in the group discussion to reply, sketchy, and don't go to jail, please. Yeah, because, you know, anyone in their right mind who were there, you know, who may have been there in that discussion group, I'm assuming that just by what she said in the discussion group online, that, you know, she could go to jail, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people had that in their mind too, when she said that online, you know. So we're dealing with a not too smart criminal here, guys. Someone's gonna actually tell everyone what they're about to do. They're going to make an announcement in an online discussion group with several people there, and then they're going to go ahead and actually do it to Capital One, hack Capital One, and steal all that valuable information, that personal information. I mean, they're just looking to go to jail, pretty much. So it says here, the erratic user replied, I want to get it off my server. That's why I'm archiving all of it. LOL. It's all encrypted according to court files. Okay, so, I mean, she may have thought that it's all encrypted, but she doesn't know that the FBI has ways of getting through encryptions, even deleted files that's deleted from a computer. FBI has a way of going in those computers, going in those servers, and still seeing all the information. So I guess she didn't know that. Based on other postings allegedly made by Thompson last month, the FBI came to suspect she intended to disseminate data stolen from victim entities, starting with Capital One, court documents say. So this is how she got caught, guys. The FBI suspected it because she made some online postings last month. So I guess they had expected that she was going to commit this crime, and I guess they were just waiting for her, you know, to actually do it, so that way they could arrest her. Okay. So this is unfortunate that this has happened, guys. The article does not give any contact information or person to contact to see whether or not you have been affected by this. But as they said, I watched a show on CBS News. When they had mentioned this Equifax data breach, they talked about it. It was really short, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minute long video, okay, from CBS News, morning news, I believe it was. And they said that this had happened as soon as it happened, like in 2016 or 2017. I believe it was 2017, with the Equifax data breach. They said that specifically that Equifax had emailed people. They emailed people, many people, like maybe, I don't know how many people, but they said many people they emailed, and people just brushed it off, you know, and I don't know how people could have brushed that off. I mean, if it was an authentic email, if that email was really coming from Equifax, you know, and they could have just called up Equifax and, you know, asked, you know, did you guys send out emails? Did you send me an email? You know, because there's a lot of scam stuff going on nowadays, guys. You know, could have been, you know, it could have been, yes, it could have been someone pretending to be Equifax that sent out that email. You know, but like I said, if they would have just called Equifax, verified that an email was indeed sent to them, and yes, you know, they would have proved the authenticity of that email. So I believe Capital One may be sending out emails too. That's what I believe. Okay, so you guys, you need to definitely check your emails on a regular basis, because there may be some important emails in there that you don't want to miss, coming from Capital One. I believe they will be doing that. Okay. Janelle says, no matter what's happening, you still would want to always keep an eye on any kind of credit cards breach, and also want to call and check up on it to be sure you're not being hacked. Yes, that's true. You guys, you definitely, like I said, you definitely want to check up on them. If I was you guys, I would call. Actually, I'm going to call Capital One myself and, you know, see if I could find out, you know, if I've been affected too also as well, which I'm sure I probably was, you know, if I applied and put in a application at Capital One. So this possibly could have affected anyone, one, who put in a credit card application at Capital One, two, anyone who currently has a credit card with Capital One or previously had before in the past. Okay, three, anyone who has applied for any other type of account or credit with Capital One, that could have affected you too also as well. Okay, because they stole these credit applications. Okay, and the social security numbers too also as well. So this is just a bad deal. It seems like a lot of us are getting nowadays with this Equifax breach and now Capital One breach. I mean, what's next, guys? Okay, what's next? A Chase breach or a TransUnion data breach? I mean, what's going to be next? You know, I'm assuming a lot of these companies will try to, you know, maybe take some type of learning experience from these breaches and try to beef up their cyber security, you know, to try to prevent a lot of these data breaches from happening. Okay, so that goes also a great point I want to mention to you guys too also is that if you own a business and you do a lot of credit card transactions through your business or your company, you definitely want to make sure that you have some good cybersecurity going on. You know, good cybersecurity systems in your office or your place of business, wherever your business is located, because you don't want to become Capital One here. Well, you know, how can you imagine, as Equifax did, promising people $125 per person? Can you imagine you as the business owner having to pay $125 to every person that lost their credit card information or social security number information or name and address or any of their other personal information because someone hacked into your business or your company? So if I was you guys, you own a business, definitely you know, try to beef up your cybersecurity systems there for sure. Pink Lady Barbara says, last month I made an unusual purchase on my card, and Capital One sent me all types of alerts to verify that it was me.
Maybe during that time.
Maybe during that time. Okay, yeah, it's well, it can be possible. It could be you made an unusual purchase on your card. Okay.
Maybe
Well,
everybody's starting to get these alerts of using it.
What you say?
Capital One cards, like to verify that you are the person that's using your own card.
Okay, I'm not sure if all of you guys can hear Janelle's comment here, but I believe Janelle
made comment on there.
Janelle's saying that they will send alerts. You know,
it's good that they do,
and it's a good thing. She's basically saying, and I agree, it's good that they're sending you alerts, so that way you know what's going on, you know, with your account too. Also as well, I get alerts too. Also, even sometimes when I may make an unusual purchase, like not a typical purchase that I normally make, and that sends a red flag to Wells Fargo. Okay, but it could be a purchase that I want, something I really want to buy. Okay, I maybe want to buy it online, over the phone, or wherever, and it could just send that red flag because Wells Fargo would say, you know, well, he's never made this type of purchase before. He's always bought groceries, or he's bought this, or he's bought that. He's paid for Netflix and Hulu and all this stuff, but he's never made a $200 purchase of this item. So we're going to just put a hold on his account. And they've done that too. They put a hold on my account, and then they send me a text message to ask me, was this a purchase that I made or not? And then I would type yes or no in the text message and send that text back to them. And once I type yes, okay, I did make that purchase, then they would open up my account and I could use my account again. So that's the security that Wells Fargo has set up. And it's not a bad thing, you know. Pink Lady Barbara says, I will call them tomorrow. Yes, you should. You should definitely call them. Great idea. I'm going to call them too myself, I think. Janelle says it is good that anytime you use any credit cards, you get alerts to verify that it is you. Yes, yes, that's a great thing, you know, because it shows that they are, really concerned about what's going on and identity theft and all this stuff that's going on. Look at what's going on with Capital One. We're just reading this article just now. Look at what happened to Equifax in 2017. This is real, guys. So you definitely want to protect yourself the best you can and your personal information the best you can. Also, okay. All right, what else do we have here? Pink Lady Barber says you guys are buffering. Okay, are we buffering right now still? Guys, let me know inside of the comments. I don't see anything. You see any buffering there, Janelle? Okay, well, let me know, guys, if you can see my screen clearly or not. Okay, you said, okay, you are back. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, we just turned off our flat screen TV because we believe when we have so many things running on the same internet line, internet connection, sometimes I believe it can do that, and we don't want to have too many things running at the same time. That's why Janelle and I talked about this before we made the live stream, and I said, yeah, you know what, turn the TV off. And Janelle says, no, leave the TV on because I like to keep track and follow I like to see the live chat on the big flat screen TV. And she likes to see me in the big picture too on the flat screen TV. And she said that if we have any problems with it, we're going to turn the TV off. So, well, we just turned the TV off. So hopefully the screen is better. If the screen is, if you can see the screen clearly, guys, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. So that's pretty much the gist of this article here from the Washington Post. It came out again. Let's see the date here. Today at 7:36 p.m. So this is about 2 hours ago. This information came out. If they're talking about Central Time. Okay. So guys, definitely be safe out there with all this stuff going on with breaches. I'm just transferring my screen there. If you see a lot of boxes open up on your screen, don't worry. It's not a malfunction. It's just me transitioning from sharing my screen to my webcam. So that way I can get back on the camera with you guys. So if you can see me on camera clearly, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. So guys, yeah, you definitely want to do all that you can do to safeguard your personal information nowadays, because all of this stuff is going on. These data breaches, these hacks, it's definitely, a time where you want to make sure also that you have some type of identity theft protection. I use Identity IQ. Some people use other identity theft, services, but make sure you use at least one. Have something that you use. Okay. If you have to, and you know that you're not going to use credit, well, not use credit. I should rephrase that. Let me backtrack that. If you know that you're not going to be applying for any credit for a long time, like me, I'm not applying for any credit cards, loans, nothing until next year, which will probably be about February. But I'm not sure, Janelle. I'm not sure about that, Janelle, because my self-lender loan is going to expire in November. And I'm going to need another installment loan to replace that if I'm going to continue to have a good credit mix that I have now. Because credit mix is 10% of your credit score. So I'm probably just going to, I may just, I don't know what I'm going to do, really. I may not even need self lender at that point, but because my credit score is so high now. But I don't know, I may take out some other loan, maybe a car loan. I mean, who knows? It may be another personal loan. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be either a loan or a line of credit for sure. Okay, to replace that portion of my credit mix that I'm going to need. Um, so that again, guys, definitely, like I said, make sure you keep an identity theft, some type of identity theft service that you use, whether it be Identity IQ or whatever service, Um, and also, you want to make sure that you call Capital One and see if they have any system set up to where you can find out if you were impacted specifically. Like with the Equifax data breach thing. It's possible they may not have that system set up yet, or it may not be accessible right now, but it will not hurt to ask. Okay? And also on my end, guys, if I find out, I'm going to be calling Capital One too also as well. And if I found any additional information or how you can find out if you have been impacted, I will definitely be one of the first people to make a live stream about it here on YouTube too also as well, and let you guys know, our viewers and subscribers, what you can do to find out if you have been impacted too also as well, because this is something you definitely want to know. Okay?
Tell me you want to say hi to Pink Lady Barber.
Well, we can't see if he's all the way over there. Okay, so guys, somebody wanted to say hi to all of you. This is Panda, our little kitty here. A lot of you guys already know him because he was in some other live streams of ours. He just wanted to say hello really quick there. So Janelle has him there. So Pink Lady Barber says number 1. Okay, great. I'm glad the screen is clear for you guys too also as well. And I mean, Panda is something else. That kitty, him and the other one, his sister that we have, not his biological sister, but his adopted sister, Bridget, we call her. That was her name when we got her anyway. 2 different opposite personalities, guys. I mean, one is more laid back, one is more energetic. So they're totally 2 different personalities,
Pink Lady Barber, and he's not a panther, he's actually a cat.
Did you hear that, Pink Lady? What Janelle said?
Did I remember the comments he said last time?
Yeah, Janelle said
a tiger.
Pink Lady's not a panther, he's a cat. I think she knows that.
I know.
Janelle.
I just had to get back at her.
Yeah, Janelle's just pulling your leg over there, Pink Lady. Okay, it's Panda again, back again. So Pink Lady says, Navy Federal Credit Union is starting to like me more. They want me to apply for a CLOC. I believe that's credit line, right, Pink Lady?
Panda the panther.
Oh, that's awesome there, because credit unions such as Navy Federal Credit Union, they're known for some of the lowest rates, on credit lines too also as well. So that's a good thing, That's a very good thing, depending on whether or not that's what you want to do, if you're ready at this point in your life for a line of credit. Okay. I'm looking at Navy Federal. I've been looking at Navy Federal for a while actually, and I was thinking that I may myself apply for a Navy Federal account, but not right now. I'm gonna wait till next year to apply. The reason why I'm waiting for next year to apply for credit, guys, is because it takes 1 year for the points that they take off of your credit score to be placed back on your credit score. Takes 1 year. So go ahead, Janelle.
GOLC A checking line of credit. That's what it
Yeah,
meant.
yeah, checking line of credit. Okay, that's what I thought you were referring to there, Pink Lady. Janelle just wanted to make sure that that's what you were referring to. Okay, awesome, awesome. So again, what I was saying was, yeah, so that's the reason why I want to wait 1 year to apply, start applying for credit and stuff. You know, because by then a lot of my hard inquiries, they will not fall off of my credit report because that has to be 2 years for a hard inquiry to fall off. But the effects of those hard inquiries on my credit score will have be obsolete at that time. After 1 year, they don't keep those points from you. Okay, I believe you get all those points back, so that means your credit score should go up. And I'm looking forward to that too, also as well. Okay.
Do you what you said, Bob?
Oh, okay. Pink Lady says Panda the Panther. That's a good name for him. There, Janelle. Good name for him, Panda the Panther. Think we should call him that, Janelle? Panda the Panther?
Bubba.
Janelle likes Bubba, Pink Lady. She likes the nickname Bubba.
Panda the Panther.
Because Janelle started that Bubba thing. You know, she's been calling him Bubba. Because he just, when you look at him, he just looks like a big cat, and he keeps getting bigger like every day. When we got him, he was like a tiny little thing, like you could fit him in the palm of your hand, pretty much. You know, he's a tiny little kitten at 2 months old. But now he's like this big cat, and he keeps getting bigger and bigger. You know,
not even a year old yet.
He's not even a year old yet, so he's gonna put Garfield to shame for sure.
September 1st.
Yeah, Pink Lady, awesome. Janelle says he is, and he's Mama Boy and my shadow.
He is the Mama Boy.
Pink Lady says he's nice.
Yeah,
Janelle Leone. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely is. He's a Mama Boy for sure. This right here, guys, is a picture of some of them.
When he was 2 months old.
When they were 2 months old, right here.
2 and 3.5.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Well, that's a picture. Janelle just wanted to show that. Pink Lady says, like a little panther. Yeah. Yeah, he is kind of like a little panther in a lot of ways, you know.
It's going to be.
So, yeah, guys, thank you so much once again for attending the live stream. And right now, as our tradition here on our channel, we're going to go ahead and recognize all those of you who have commented, raised questions, and things of that nature. So, right now, we want to say a special thank you to Pink Lady Barber. Thank you, Pink Lady Barber, so much for commenting, raising questions, and also as well, some excellent questions too also. Thank you so much for sharing that. And also special thank you to Ronald Anderson. Ronald, thank you for attending too also. I really appreciate you, buddy. Special thank you as well to Curtis Davis. Curtis, thank you for stopping by once again. I really appreciate you. And special thank you as well to Spence Eccles. Spence Eccles, thank you so much for joining. Once again, Spence, I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing and commenting too also as well. So guys, you know, if you're interested, you've been watching this video, or you're watching right now, you're interested in increasing your credit score, building credit, traveling the world for free, getting approved for a mortgage, a car, a line of credit, business loan at the lowest rates possible, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification too also as well. Make sure that you select all notifications. That way you will never miss a single video or live stream as we make them here on this channel. And also join our Patreon. That way you can enjoy the benefits of all of those things that I had mentioned too also as well. You can sign up with a membership. Patreon membership is as little as $30 a month, and it will support our channel, help us make better videos, grow our channel tremendously too also as well. Ronald Anderson says, great show as usual. Thank you so much for that, Ronald, for saying that. I really appreciate you also, because you're an awesome individual. You add a lot of value to our live chats too also as well. Janelle Leone also says, thanks so much at Ronald Anderson. Glad you came on. Yes, we're very glad that you were here. Also, like our Facebook page, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. Join our Facebook credit group, which is our credit building community, How to Get Excellent Credit. You can email me. The link is in the bottom of the About section of this channel, lyndonbaptiste@gmail.com. And you can follow me on all the social media networks, including Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter as well, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and all those social media networks by going to the bottom of the About section of this channel and clicking the appropriate link to follow me on social media too also as well. Our regular live streams are every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. We will be having one this Wednesday for sure. We will be there at 8:15 p.m. Central Time too also as well. We really enjoyed Dwayne's live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, and it was an awesome live stream too also as well. We got a chance, opportunity to share a lot of people got a chance to share things there that, you know, kind of helped us all grow together as a credit building community too also as well. And Dwayne, he always makes awesome videos and awesome live streams too also as well. And we will also be there in his next live stream next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Our live streams are every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time here on our channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Really appreciate you. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out our channel, and it helps to promote our channel and our videos to over YouTube more better. The more thumbs up that we get, so definitely hit that thumbs up too also as well. Share this video everywhere. Share this video all over your social media networks with all of your family members and all of your friends too. Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, everywhere where you have social media accounts, share this video. Okay, and thank you so much, guys, once again for coming to How to Get an 800 Credit Scores live stream. And keep safe, protect your identity, guard it closely, stay blessed, however, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.